I'm Patrick Bailey with iQlist.com. Today is April 13th, 2022, and in this video I'm going to show a set of 4 dinosaur crossing signs that I designed in OpenScad. Okay, here's all the dinosaurs. So, you can make these bigger, but I thought it'd be more fun to make a set of 4 real quick. Kind of reusing the same design with the corgi one that I made and all this stuff, just replacing it with dinosaur. And I found a couple of silhouettes. And so in this video, we're going to go kind of over just these, an example, and a little bit how to tweak it a little bit. But at some point, I'll do a video in more detail on how to change these out, add different dinosaurs. That'll be a fun one. But in the meantime, I think I got enough covered. So, we got the Triceratops, we got the Velociraptor, we got the Brontosaurus, and the T-Rex. And I think that can make any dinosaur-loving little kid happy. But with that, let me now go over some of the details. Okay, some URLs. So I already put this up on Printables, and I'll put a link in the show notes, but here it is right now. Here it is. Here it is. So you can download that. The OpenScad is there. The files are there for these 4 different dinosaurs. Let's see. Also, for those who are coders, the OpenScad is also on GitHub. You can just go download that directly, and I'll put a link in the show notes. And also, for anyone interested, this is the yellow I'm using right now for this, which worked out well. There's other yellows that'll work out well, but this worked out pretty good for a sign. It's a pretty... I don't know how well it'll come through the camera, but it's a good color for a crossing sign. So, with that, let's get into the OpenScad. Now, at some point, I might do a more detailed video showing how to create this file and all details like that. Or I may have already done a corgi video by now on it showing how to make this file. This one's a little different. The code's pretty much the same as the corgi one, except for I made a much smaller size. But we'll show just how to use this right now, and at some point I'll go into, like I said, more detail on how the creation process goes. Because right now you can take this as is and swap your own dinosaur out. So if you can find another SVG file of a dinosaur, and also I'm probably going to do a video showing how to make an SVG file at some point. And if I haven't, or if I haven't put a link in here right now, yell at me and I'll go put a link in here for that in this video. Okay, but the video doesn't exist as of today, so don't yell at me today. Okay, let's see. So here we are. We got this dinosaur, pretty nice and keen. Now, if we want to change it, we want to put another dinosaur in. What we could do is I found a pterodactyl. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I found a pterodactyl, got it all set up. Here's the SVG file. So for convenience sake, I can drag and drop, and that'll give me the whole link to where it is. That's one convenient way. But I don't need to import this, because I'm importing it later on. I just want to set it as a variable. So I'll set the SVG there. I'll get rid of these brackets in this case, and that bracket, and then we'll overwrite it. So boom. There we go. So now we got a pterodactyl. Okay, so let's tweak it. So here we have this pterodactyl, but he's not the right size. So, and I know I'm saying pterodactyl as a joke. For those of you who are fans of... Where's my brain? Teen Titans Go. There we go. Pterodactyl. Starfire. Okay. Let's see. 0.5. Ooh, a little big. How about 0.45? Still too big. We'll just go with 0.4. But now you can see we need to nudge him. So we'll come up here. Here's the adjustment, the X and the Y. We need to nudge him in the X. So we'll try to go like -2. Not quite enough. 4. There you go. Now we got a pterodactyl. Now let's say we want to change it from dinosaur to pterodactyl, which I better copy the text because I'll probably do it wrong. Okay, so we can come down here to where it says dinosaur and erase the dinosaur and put pterodactyl, except for I want to do it all in caps. Okay, T-E-R, O-E-A, C-T-Y-L. There we go. Boom, boom. Replace that down there. Run it again. And now it's got a little too big. So we need to adjust that font. We'll make it a 5. That kind of fits. Or, 5.5. We might need to pull it down a little bit. Okay, and so now I'll pull it down on the Y. Rather than 34, we'll say 32. Pull it down a little bit. Maybe I want it bigger. It seems a little small. Let's make it 6. 6. Pull it down a little bit. Pull it down a little more. Boom. There you go. Now I got a pterodactyl, which I probably should make one. Kind of cool. I'm sure when I go to the homeschool conference this summer, maybe I should have a contest. What kind of weird dinosaur you can find a silhouette of? And then I can go make some there live. Because the printouts doesn't take too awful long. But anyway. Another thing, next thing, a slicer. If you're going to do this, you need to know how to do a slicer where you put in color changes. So I will come here and I will take an existing one I have right now. Take the first dinosaur. And what we want to do is we'll choose to slice it. Boom. And then what I got to do is I can come up here and make this full size. I like to go down here because, oh, don't do that. I can pull this up. And what will be is in between that orange, that line is kind of limiting what I see. And if I get up here, boom, that's where I need to change it to black. So if I click this plus button, boom, that'll put in a color change point, and what'll happen is the printer will stop, eject the current filament, you put the new filament in, the black, and you continue on. And now also, because I like to visualize a little better, I can right click on this and say edit color, make it black, which doesn't actually make it black, it's just for the visualization here. And if I go down to the bottom, now another thing I want to do is I can't change the color of this orange by clicking down here. I'd have to go up here to the filament, click on here, make it black. Well, not black, yellow. Yellow. Make it yellow. And then I kind of can visualize kind of what it's going to look. Now another thing I've noticed, and I still need to experiment on this, because this lettering is so small, we can kind of see there's some little spaces. Now that may or may not show up in the print. I don't know because I haven't done a real formal test on it. But I think one thing that seems to work, I don't know if it works, I don't know if it is an improvement or not, is to do the set the ironing for the top, and then it kind of smooths things out. So I can go here to print settings, go to infills, and go enable ironing. And I've done a video on ironing before, and you can go check that out. But basically what it does is it tries to make the top surface flat by going over a gazillion times, and it goes slow. It's a long process. So in this case, I don't want all surfaces. I just want the topmost surface. So I'll choose the topmost surface, which means that yellow will be done normally, but that very top of the lettering and the dinosaur itself will be ironed. Okay, so now that I got that, I hit slice now again, and boom, we should see, at least visually, a lot of those little dots go away. So there we go. So there you have it. So, oh wait, okay, next is all the details on this. So to print all 4 of these guys out, so I print all 4 in one go, and to print 4 in one go on my Prusa i3 Mark III took 8 hours and 49 minutes. It took 7.6 central electricity, and altogether for all 4 it weighs 0.092 kilograms, and at $20 per kilogram that comes out to $1.84 worth of material. So all in, it's $1.92 to print all 4 of these guys. So not bad. So at this size, 50 cents a piece, and they're pretty cool. I'm sure some of the dinosaur kids are going to go ape over it at the homeschool conference. My daughter thinks they're cool. She's a little bit beyond the dinosaur phase at her age, and so is my son, but they think they're pretty cool. And also, you can swap these out. You can put other images in there. That's the idea with the SVG file. I just want to make it available so people can make some other designs. So they're up there on Printables. If you want to download it and make your own, go nuts. So with that, let's just wrap this up. 3D printing is an engineering adventure that you're on. You can develop your skills and knowledge and take this in so many ways. You can make a business out of this, you can teach others, and you can make amazing designs. So, engineer on. I have been tortured all day long with a twinkle black PLA filament. The sparkles seem to clog up my extruder, so I keep unloading it and loading it, giving me another 15 to 30 minutes worth of runtime. I've always had issue with sparkle filament. I don't like to keep things, well, I like to keep things simple, so I don't have a really big desire to tune my machine. I'd rather just pick from a pull down, sparkle PLA, or even have the printer figured out. I know we're not there today, but maybe someday.